Where's Alex at?
Where's everyone at?
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Oh, no knockouts in the tournament.
That's true. There was no. They did hold to that rule. They actually did hold to that rule. There was no knockouts. It went a little. Some people were a little rougher than others, but there was no knockouts.
I feel like it's hard to help.
You know what's coming?
How do you like those haircuts?
They're great.
I've been looking at a second pair that isn't 16 ounces. And I've been just browsing the site. I mean, like nonstop.
They're well built.
Yeah, yeah, it helps. Because people get smelly hands.
I need to start wrapping my hands. I'm too lazy. I did it once in my room, and I was like,
I'm always so busy rushing here. I use the slip-ons too. It's like always rushing in from work or rushing in from the house or rushing in from.
yeah.
All right, guys. So the cup. All right, so this is kind of a fun one. Alex, come here. All right, so this is kind of a fun one. So he's gonna grab me, and he's gonna throw. He's gonna grab on the inside. He's gonna throw a couple of knees. All right, and he's gonna try to pull me down. So as soon as you feel them pull you down, you're gonna reach over, step in, boom. I told you it's a fun one tonight. So, and you don't have to. So if they get you down far, you can still work. The whole point is you don't want them to get you down this far. Okay. So the whole idea is that before that happens, I step in. Okay, and I stay tall. Boom. So that's the whole idea is that I don't go down. I don't get pulled down.
So you're banking. Are you waiting for them to pull you down? Because
more or less you're training in case they do.
Okay.
Yeah. The whole idea though is that when he does this, I'm taking this arm. Okay. And yeah, we train this one a lot. Well, in this case, I'm actually going to extend my arm all the way up like this. Okay. So it goes over top of his arms, touching the other shoulder, and I pop my hips in. Boom. See that? Yeah. Like it's so easy to drop them from there. So all you're reaching up, and it's all torque and body movement. Yeah. So it makes that drop really easy. Now, it doesn't score anything. Okay. You're not going to score any points on this. However, you will wear them out a little bit because now they have to lift themselves back up. So that's good. You also are showing some dominance inside the clinch, which is cool too. So that could steer a point in your direction for showing dominance in the clinch. Okay. So again, one more time. He's going to throw a couple of knees. And whenever he wants to, he goes to pull me down. As he does, I keep my head tall. Okay. I push my hips in. I push my arm over so it's over top of both his shoulders. And I push in and back at the same time. All right? I push in and back at the same time. All right? All right. Grab a partner, and then I will go set the timer.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Here, I'll show you. Here. So you're here, right? Grab on the inside. Grab on the inside.
Right, like this?
Yep, you have the inside. And then you throw a couple of knees, and then you try to pull my head down. As soon as you pull my head down, I step in. I push my arm over top. Right? So yeah, I swing it right over top. Yeah. and then I push my hips in and push back. Yeah. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That will get you out of that problem.
Those fingers are still killing.
Listen, I don't think I
I'm like barely.
Go nice. That's right. Yeah, go nice and gentle. Yep. Yep. Go right across. There you go. And push your hip in as you press down. Yep. Exactly.
So like this type of muscle.
Yeah. So
Oh, like on the
He's trying to drop me.
so then you're here,
Yeah.
right? And as soon as you go to pull my head down, I step in as I press back.
Yeah.
This goes over the top. Even if your head's in tight, watch. If I push back, it still goes right in. See?
Uh-huh.
Now all I have to do is just press back and boom, and down you go.
I don't even know how you caught me. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know how you caught me.
And it's simple leverage. It's all it is, just simple leverage.
Yeah.
Is this making sense to you? No. Okay, so come back out. Go ahead, grab him. Now watch.
Over?
Take your arm over. Yeah, swing it right over.
That's
Yep.
so much easier.
Yeah, there you go. And then just step in. Good. But you want to go. So watch. So if I'm here, okay, right, grab me. So if I'm here and you go to pull down, I step here. Boom. Right. And I want to go as deep as I can on that step. So, like normally when we're clinching, he's going to be pulling me in a little tighter, right?
Yeah.
Good. Now from here, when he goes to pull me down, all I do is I step in, boom, and it immediately, you see how easy that was?
Yeah.
And that's just leverage. Like there's no muscle in that whatsoever. All you're doing is you're stepping in, putting your hip against his hip, and then just pressing down.
I'm gonna get my hip in more.
Where exactly is he stepping? So he's got me here.
Stepping right behind the leg. Yep, right.
I'm not
There you go.
deep here.
Yeah. And even next to the leg is fine, but behind the leg's even better.
Behind
Okay.
the leg's better.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can. And again, even next to the leg is fine because you're still bending him over that leg.
Yeah, if I push him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'll do it on you.
Oh, not behind.
What I do?
Yeah. You don't want to go back this way. That would be considered a judoka move. You can't do that in Muay Thai.
Like Ari.
They'll call you back. So what you want to do is you have to step same side, same side.
Okay.
Yeah. Then use it from there. So same side, same side.
I'll try again.
Yeah. Nope.
Where am I going?
This leg. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
I don't even have to step out that far. I'm just right here.
not you don't have to step out far at all.
Yeah.
And
Okay, that's way easier.
here's the great part. If I just put my knee next to his knee, it gets even easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you literally double your power just by putting your knee next to his knee. Right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. It's really simple. Yeah. How are you looking?
I'm gonna read more.
Good. Oh, not bad. That was actually really good.
So it's like,
Yeah, I didn't realize.
so when you, yeah, pull my head down.
Okay.
So when I, boom,
Good.
like that.
Nope. Same side, same side.
Same side. So this leg.
Yes. Yes. See?
Okay.
Now here's the thing. Watch this. So what I want to make sure make sure I'm doing when I step in, I want to go next to his knee. Okay. Because when I'm out here, it'll still work, but not as well. So when I come in and I'm pressing, I want to step in so my knee is next to his knee, and then boom. See that? Yeah. Because that's the main joint that supports you. So if you can't flex that joint, then his whole body is now going over.
So
Yeah.
so like, I get you. I get what you're saying. So like, when you come step out like this,
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Put your knee right against his knee.
and then
Yep.
I don't want to
Boom.
check it real.
Yep. Yep. There you go. There you go. Yep.
That's easier.
I never not use my left. You can't keep working the takedown.
Not bad. Remember, get a little tighter in, same side, same side. Do it again. So more here. So watch. So go ahead, grab me. So it's more here.
Yeah.
See? So here, but I don't have to push my hip behind your hip. All I have to do is just do this. See that? Yeah. So I'm still in front of you. I'm just blocking knee for knee. Yeah. Good. And then raise yourself up high. And now press. There you go. There you go. Good. Good.
More to do with the knee.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, it's all leverage. It's all leverage.
When you got the knee, I mean, I felt the difference.
Yeah. Same side. There you go. Yeah,
I
same
just
side.
overcomplicate.
It's
Let me do
okay.
it one more time.
That was better. That was better. Good. Yeah. Think of it this way. Remember, you're here, and I'm not releasing this either. Because if I release it, it's going to elbow me in the face, right? So I got this here too. So when I step in, I'm here. See?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's sparring briefs, but you'll do this in regular sparring.
Similar move, different but similar move. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Better right there. Yep, that was much better. Much better. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's weird.
my shoulder's
Weird. Mine have been super sore. So that's we're good.
I'm just trying to get the grip. I'm not trying to.
How's it looking over here? Oh, that was pretty good. There you go.
This is the one that's been bothering me, honestly.
Not bad. Not bad.
I get my knee in.
You're getting there. You're getting there. There you go. That was good. Stay taller though when you do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Better now.
going above like that.
That's weird. Yeah.
Try to think like this.
I've been trying not to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm moving. I'm twisting my hand like this.
Yeah. Just go straight over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant judo chop. Be Austin Powers. There you go. Getting better and better.
No, that was good. I think that was my best.
You okay?
I'm good.
That was good control.
I hit something on your.
No,
I felt like a pop, and I was like, oh no.
No, it's my toe.
Okay, good.
I'm chilling in my bag. I'm doing the workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Good. Good control. Good control. Yeah, good control.
I forgot to sit with sand pads on. I want to like take this shit off her leg.
Yeah, be gentle.
Yes.
Shin bones hit hard. Time. Perfect timing. All right. So next round, you're going to be going into that mid guard range. All right. So Alex. So from here, remember, at least one glove has to touch. All right. And outside of that, you can box, you can kick, you can knee. No one's wearing elbow pads, no elbows. All right. But outside of that, just make sure that you're working your tools, right? And then just don't kick outside. If you break contact, no striking until you're back inside. All right.
You said don't score right away, so I'll just do like conditioning and jump in the next round.
Oh, that's fine. You could also, if you want to do it where you're just using your hands, you can do that too. That way you don't go like, using your legs. Yeah, just do hands. Yeah, if you're just doing hands, you don't have to worry about your legs.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. Yeah, if you don't use your hands. Yeah, go ahead. All right, here we go, guys. And go. All right. We're in Cleveland, Ohio. If you're interested, it's a lot of fun. We're going over a clinch. Clinch League is all about doing clinch, Muay Thai clinch. It's a lot of fun. We practice different ranges and different techniques. It's a lot of great training. Again, we're in Cleveland, Ohio. This is the Muay Thaibata system that I created based around Muay Thai. Yeah, that way you don't have to worry about your legs. Where's the music? Where's the music?
What's up, man?
Rock and rolling. How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Fantastic.
What's your name again?
Juice.
Juice.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Hey.
it's you and Champ.
How you?
How you feeling?
Okay, a little tired. My work day was longer than I wanted it to be.
Right.
So I was like, let me at least stop by and see how the class was.
Well, you did awesome.
I heard
Yes.
you won too. How did you win? You came out. You look like you had an full 8 hours of sleep. You got the beauty rest. Put a face mask on. It didn't look like the guy even touched you.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
a few punches, a few kicks.
Not to be expected. That's the business.
Wouldn't even let me clinch with him. It's rather disappointing.
Yeah, I wonder why. I really wonder why you didn't let you. He saw those shoulders and that bald head. He knew what it was. He gonna stick right under his chin and break his jaw.
It was fun though. I could not kick his body. Every time I tried to kick his body,
It's a grab.
every time
Well, it's light.
it was like he was made of Velcro. Every time I went to cook, whoops.
And if you would have really swung that thing out, he'd do it 2 times, max. That's why we tell people in the ring when we're sparring, I'm like, dude, don't catch him like that. Yeah, you got me here, but I'm not throwing him that soft.
Yeah,
It's gonna tear it through you. You're never gonna grab a kick again.
right.
You gotta do it like this or scoop it because if you just do that, standing there,
Eventually,
dude, I
those
promise
ribs.
you, you're gonna get cut in half.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny.
For his first fight? Oh, so just talking about like, when do you start counting fights?
I mean, your first three don't really. I mean, that's just you showing up and getting experience.
No, I'm telling you, we don't pay no attention to it. It's a reason why. It's a reason why the pro card resets. A lot of those fights, people, it's like scoring isn't that well. You get huge experience gaps. Also, a lot of the beginning fights are kind of like throwaways.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean, even in amateurs, no one counts like your first three.
Ah, all right. Last round. And as you know, it's the 50, starting in 50-50. So you're starting here, and then this is all about working position. It's all about working position. So the more hard you work by trying to strike, the less you're actually working. Because if I am just trying to hit him and I don't have a tactical advantage, he's going to trip me, he's going to drop me, he's going to elbow me. So it's all about working my position and working my strikes from position, okay? So in that position, being tactical is especially true. All right, so this next round, but remember, work position, position, position. You can even work slower. There's so many times, if you watch guys in Thailand, when they're working this range, there's so many times when they'll just sit there and they'll just simply work right through. And they'll sit there and they'll just slowly work position, not even going fast, slowly until they can master every single part of it. So that's kind of like what you want to do. Make this position all about being in the right position. All right.
What is in general like putting you in a more dominant position?
Oh, that's kind of a good question. So sometimes it depends on the fighter. So most fighters will agree, if I am on the inside, I'm doing really good, okay? The more experience you get, the less you'll be inside of that. Just be honest. You're not going to get there, or you rarely get there once you have more than 3 fights, okay? Because you're going to defend it pretty quick. But if you get there, you're dominant. Now, not hardly at all, because they've been training so long that they just don't give that up. So this right here is called a neutral position. And then what you'll see a lot of times from this position, one guy will be like here, really coming in tight. So you'll see him pop this in and then get on the inside. This is a really good dominant position because from right here, I'm actually choking him a little bit and I'm opening up all the spots I want to meet. That right there in a lot of Muay Thai is the dominant position because I'm controlling his weapons, striking him, and I have a dominant position where I'm kind of incapacitating his movements.
Okay.
Yeah. There's more, but let's feed one thing at a time. All right, here we go. It's all about position.
It's just like that's it. But it took first 3 Pittsburgh. Like Pittsburgh was fun. That's kind of down. So still like all of it. So it was like a great work. Conference very good time. We do our own. I mean, we
Oh, okay. I was worried I was thinking.
Oh my God, you pick me up. You're small.
I don't know if I can do that legally.
You lifted me in the air.
Oh, I am.
I ain't got no man with you.
I don't know what. I already did that. I do have
What you what? Like, put down this. Yeah, I don't know about Yo, you come here real quick. What's it like? Good way to defend elbows come from this side. Oh, control. Control. Make that work here. Just put your elbow in throat. It's like, flare your elbow and then stab on, like basically stabbing in my joint. That's all you're doing. Yeah, as soon as you feel the move, that's all it is right there. That small
What
move.
I did was I picked up with my head.
So like he lifted me up off the ground. Like I ain't over that light. I'm not light. Yeah. I ain't off that light. It's yeah, it's really bad. I look at, I stay at straight meat.
I don't know if I was gonna say, I don't think that was the
Good. It's all about control, control, control. Position, position, position. Sometimes you should let yourself get put into an awkward position so you can figure out how to work out of it. Good, not bad. So like, for example, if I'm here, sometimes I will step in just to do that, right? Because if I, yeah, I can step in, I pull them right over, boom, bam, see that? So this is where you practice your little tricks. Yeah.
I feel like my problem is that all that I'm kind of strong and I just kind of choose that instead of actually learning how to properly do anything.
Again, form. Learn how to work your form.
I'm just like, well, why would I step in when I can just toss them?
Because
Why can I step in when I can
someday you'll have an opponent that will be
and that's the
just
thing.
as strong as you.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's
That's
because my brain would be like, but if I just grab the nape of the neck,
Uh-huh.
everything works out for me.
Until you have an opponent who's as strong as you.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not learning anything. So I'm just grabbing you right here and throwing you wherever I want.
Good. And here's one for you, because that's a good move. But if you grapevine a leg, they'll call you. But you can step in and fold them over top of that leg, and that's legal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drop it right there.
Yep. And then you go right over. Yep.
Okay.
Have you met Russ?
I don't think he has.
When you meet Russ, he'll be honest. Like, he'll tell you. Hi, man, you fucking this foreign road. He probably still with my ass. Oh, yeah, Brian hits hard.
Brian hits hard, and Russ is a beast.
I'm just bored, bro. Here's for Russ.
It's an experience.
He's your size. Like, fucking
Yeah.
old and strong.
Yeah.
It's like,
And length for days. He can
he
hit
don't
you.
look like Mr.
He can
Miyagi shit, bro.
he can hit you from halfway across the ring.
We'll talk after Clinch, but that's what I need to work with.
I saw you doing it. I'm like,
Almost. There you go. That was a good move.
I saw this story.
Yeah.
no, that's not you.
So not here. You have to go here.
Yeah. Over the top.
Yeah. Always remember, you want them to go over top of your rear leg.
Yeah, because if I were doing it the way that
You can pat my arm.
if I were doing it,
I'll probably win it again.
It's fucking mean.
But what he
I typically try to go here. With that.
that's good for a fold. I think he's going for a toss. So with a toss, you step in and then boom.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got you. I got you.
Am I
Yeah.
pulling with the same side?
No. So if I step in with the right, I'm using my left arm.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it's opposites. Yep.
All right, now.
There you go. Yeah, it's all about leverage control. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I can get over.
Okay.
And this one, it's pressing on my joint.
All right.
So I go and then I put it. Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
I forgot about it. Almost down.
Yeah.
Nice. Damn. All right, guys. So good. And you want to make sure you continue to work really good clinch, because some of the competitions like this last weekend, okay, they went out of their way to tell everybody clinch scores high, right? They said clinch dominance scores high. So the more we work clinch, the better we'll be at these tournaments. To their credit, the IKF really wanted to emphasize that. Like they said it like several times. They said, hold on, remember, clinch dominance scores high, right? So we want to make sure we continue to work that. It's working for us whenever we go to fights and tournaments, everything else. So it will continue to be part of what we do in Clinch League after class. And why do I always do it after class? Yes. No, that's it. That's it. I do it on purpose. So Clinch League is purposely held after Muay Thaibata when you're exhausted, because then it's the most realistic it will be. This is how you're really going to feel in a fight. is you're worn out, you're tired, or maybe you're at a bar after a long day of work and you're needed to defend yourself. This is how you're going to feel, right? So same kind of idea. So again, you want to be completely depleted when you're doing this. When I taught at the previous gym I was teaching at, I would often do a 3 to 5 mile run before I started class. So that way my oxygen was depleted and then it felt more realistic to train. Right. So same kind of idea. All right.
I came here before and like it worked out. I did this fight before too.
Good.
I'd be tired.
That's good. That's good. You should be. That's how you get better.
I ran for like 20 minutes with my dog. I came here and I stayed for place and I couldn't keep my hands up, so I put it in my hand and for like an hour.
But the more often you do it, the less that happens.
Another one day.
That's right.
I need to start running again. I got lazy after I moved to Cleveland.
That happens.
I do other cardio and stuff.
Yeah. Kettlebells and stuff.
Nothing's like running though.
Nothing's like running.
Like Tabata, because I'll do like burpee types, workers here now, but like you get a break.
Yep.
Burpees you stop.
Burpees you stop. Yeah, runs are, and that's why in Muay Thai fighters in Thailand, they'll run anywhere from 3 to 10 miles in the morning before they start their workouts. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, one of the fighters that we know, he's a friend of the gym, he does 7 to 10 in the morning before he starts his workout. So, oh, yeah. But, all right.
Start running every day.
That's right. All right. Good job, guys. Good job. All right. That's that for open rounds. You guys can feel free to keep going if you want to.
Advice for getting from kicking to punching range, basically.
Oh, of course.
That's been a big. I'm good at like kicking range, and then I can, kind of counter punch more than. When I try to go in a punch, I always overextend. I always like lean forward. I know I'm gonna get clipped.
So it's usually all about footwork. That's why if you notice at the start of Muay Thaibata, it's always footwork. The first round is always footwork. So to get in, so let's say I'm here, boom, boom. See how I step with it?
Yeah.
Or I kick, boom, boom. So small steps.
Yeah.
So it's all about footwork. A good way to train that, like I do these simple ones, right?
Right.
But if you do more advanced footwork, then you end up with, right? Those small movements, diamonds, So you end up with a lot of extra footwork to move you in and out of situations.
One thing, when we were doing those pressure rounds on Wednesday, I think, whatever day it was, the defender can also teep, right?
Yep.
Brandon kept juicing me whenever I'd step in, teeping every time. I didn't want to step in anymore. I was just teeping in, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But that's one where I just don't.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of like gun checked. I'm like, if I step in, I'm just going to get kicked in the belly,
Yeah. Well, that's when you start learning how to defend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you scoop. That's when you shuck, right?
Right.
So you see, oh, whoop, there we go.
And I'm just over that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big, definitely. That's why I'm, last week was, I don't know, if you're reading my mind. Because, like, my biggest problem I've noticed in sparring is definitely just being able to take hits, not try, not spaz out.
Yeah.
And then so last week was great for that. And my other biggest problem is being able to get in the boxing range.
Yeah.
It's like we're doing boxing. So,
This is a boxing week.
yeah, kind of reading my mind.
This is the theme that I run, and as far as I know, it's the only one in the world like this. I run thematically. So every week we have a different focus. And that's on purpose, so that way we get a balance of everything in Muay Thai. Every quarter we work everything in Muay Thai. So, yeah. Well, I mean, all the technical stuff in Muay Thai. There's so many attributes. You don't actually work everything together every quarter, but it rotates. So that way you continue to, and then eventually throughout the year, everything gets worked with everything. So, but you work all the major weapons, all the major kicks, punches, elbows. Every quarter you get all of them.
And it's tempting for me to just kick because I am taller, so I can kick high and stuff.
Yeah.
But I need to get better at getting in.
Yeah. That's where you're gonna find your, pop, pop, pop. Right. So.
Ali. What are we doing? What's going on here?
I don't think so.
That overhand. No, the overhand came from the damn stratosphere. Airmail. Bought them with the Amazon. Same day delivery.
If it fits a chip for one flat rate.
That would be a good one. Just every time you win, just end with that.
This fight was brought to you by USPS. If it fits in this box, we'll send it for free. It sounds like molten iron. This is like the heaviest shit ever. It's just in the box.
You gotta start talking like one of those infomercials and just be like, today only. I have 10 pounds of plutonium. It fits in the box, bro.
Make sure you guys are wearing hazmats.
There's been a few times I've been surprised. Some of the things that showed up, I was like, this is kind of heavy.
Dude,
I'm surprised they shipped this.
I was beekeeping a couple of years ago. I bought 5 pounds of bees in the mail.
Really?
You can ship bees. You can ship bees, bro. I had to pick it up. They won't deliver to your house, but they'll ship it to the post office. You can go.
Okay.
I'm telling you, if I was a mailman and I picked up a box and it started buzzing, that would be the last day I would be a mailman.
Dude, I bought 5 pounds of bees and a queen bee.
Oh my Lord.
You know, you can buy chicks in the mail too.
Really?
Yeah, like live
I buy
chicks.
a lot of things in the mail.
Some shit you would not believe. You're
Yeah.
like, these are from like
a lot of reptiles.
Mail-
from like Texas. Like, how are they living the drive? There's a flight here. This shit don't make no sense. I bought
Good
those
question.
bees from like Kentucky or like somewhere. It was like way out of state.
And they lived?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
5
Because they
pounds,
ship
sir.
like usually the same day or overnight.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I just spent some, it was like a I think $50 or $60
Yeah.
overnight fee.
Jeez.
They were blowing on my phone because they wanted them gone.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine buys reptiles, and they have specific instructions. Like, they'll feed them the day before they ship them,
Okay.
and then they have like heat packs with them so they don't get cold. But
Okay.
like a lot of places won't ship insects to the north or anything to the north in the winter.
Too cold.
Yeah, because I've been building a lizard tank for like 2 years and I can't get the plants because every time the winter comes around, they won't ship them to me. They can't guarantee that they'll come live.
Okay.
What lizard you got?
I have 2 crested geckos.
Oh, I wanted to skate briefly in that.
My dream animal is an Asian vine snake. I just don't have the time or the resources to give it like the enclosure it needs. Because like crested geckos is easy. They don't have to go below 62 degrees.
Yeah, they're trying. Yeah.
I had to look at it.
Oh.
Yeah. Mine got out of the tank and my cat's got to him. He's still alive. He's just scratched up. He doesn't care. He's fine.
My cat just started having interest in my aquarium. It was so long. I was like, oh,
those
those
are the
weird. So, you know, you think,
Isn't it?
but no,
Yeah.
they started noticing. So,
My old cat's never cared.
yeah. Ooh.
My old cat's never cared. One of my cats passed away. I ended up getting 2 kittens. And they're immediately just at the tank. The other ones didn't care. All right. Let's get my licking. Not good enough. No, that was probably not the correct answer.
I'm sorry.
That's why if I stay, I'm getting my weekly lick, and I'm getting.
Oh, ghost now today. Last time I was sparred, you got me with the hook kick, and it was very scary. Oh, damn. That's what that looks like.
Every week you
I
get.
can't get any power out of it. I don't know why. I've been boot cave back or like where I'm at. But like the hook, I don't know. Yeah. What do I do on the bed? Yeah. Thank you, bro. Trying to get hit a little less.
Listen,
You're also nice.
I come here, I get kicked in the face, I get reminded of where I am. Because the thing is, I'll be off for a couple weeks, but I'm not training, I'm just at home. And the thing is, my husband doesn't do any fighting, and I've tried to teach him how to hold pads. So I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty good. And then I come here and just remember exactly where I am.
I started coming here because I broke my back. I want to get a bob. It has stupid it's just like a cheap Everlast, like 100-pound heavy bag, but it has straps instead of chains, and they rip. I don't even think you can fix that.
Yeah, I'm holding out until mine breaks. It's just some secondhand Everlast.
On that one.
You good for one more?
Sure. Yeah, we'll do that too.
I haven't
Where
had
he
enough.
just stands there and it's like, I'm never going to block everything I throw. I hate this.
More after you get to receiving flow, the more you should know how to flow with it.
Yeah, no rolling with the punch is a big thing.
Hey, that's what you call what I call the roll cage.
Ah, I bet.
Kind of a car.
Yeah.
The roll cage. I don't know if everybody else uses that. That's what I say all the time.
All right. I'll take it.
I don't know about that term, but there's a real class that does that a lot. It makes me so mad. I don't know why. She'll be like,
Yeah, it sucks when you can't hit someone.
my hair just slides right up.
Not today, but it's the best thing you can do.
Sparring is so much fun. Right, playtime. Results. It's like chess, but moving. It's like, hold on, I want to do this move. What 3 moves can I do second up?
I'm gonna shake it out with pads. The thing is, I get in a position that I'm like, oh, I can spin and do this, but I'm like, but I'll really hurt them because I don't have any protection.
I actually do. So, now watch. One of the constantly all the time. Because that way you don't see.
Yeah. Yeah, I got somebody with the dad switch. That.
And another one is.
1 second. Yeah, I practiced that one a lot. The one holding out the gym, I kick it.
My favorite one is the switch.
I'm gonna start because that was nice. Because yeah, I do that one a lot. Yeah.
See, I struggle with whenever I throw a kick with ending in a position that's good because I'll throw it and I'll end back on unstable when I land and I'll have to like reset or whatever. And I feel like that's like one of my biggest problems, and that's why I don't really throw kicks in such seconds because I'm like I'll just throw it off, and I'd rather just.
You're tall. You know, I don't kick.
I could.
That's a taekwondo. Yeah. So like a Superman, but not really. Because you're not faking a front kick.
You switch there. And then you set it up. You actually really set up the setup. So you go 1, 2. Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that switch give you more reach shit when you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why you'll see me do that one. Exactly. Right. Is that 1, 2. Right there. That's a regular combo.
When are you throwing it off the switch like same time that you pull your leg back? Or?
So it's 1, 2 things.
Okay. I'll practice that one and all. That's a nice one.
Yeah. It's right.
We're up with that.
And there's all of them. There's a more complicated words. 1, 2, 3. And 4. So it's you're walking forward. 2, 3.
Nice. I watch. Do you have any tips for practicing uppercuts?
Oh,
Definitely think I could do more work on the back.
So,
What's up? Yeah.
I've definitely noticed too in like sparring, like on the bag, I'll throw up or my bag, whatever.
Yeah.
With the hook. And it's like I feel like a good hook, but then when I'm sparring, I can never like set it up or get the range. And I'm trying to punch your range. I was like out here with shitty hooks.
that's why
I can never get in.
hooks are this.
Hooks. Now I want to.
Okay. So hooks you want to angle length. You want to move the opposite shoulder first. Because now you move it forward. Alright, so I always want to move in. This is the thing too. You go, oh, and then bam, right?
Yeah.
So the one issue I see a lot is people do it from right here.
That's my problem.
Yeah,
Everything's right there. So what you want to do is you want to come in and then move in so it's like, boom. So you get inside, boom. Right? Or you move this up here, boom. Boom. Right? Boom. There. You want to shoot from the sides. You don't want to shoot hooks from right here in front because you're a target.
I'm not sure, right? Or not?
Are you taking off? Hell, my phone, man.
Oh, shit.
What's the say about
Oh.
learn me something?
So yeah, we're right here, whenever you're throwing a hook, we're gonna do the small steps, right? So boom, right? Then here, boom, like that. Same thing on this side. Boom. Boom. Now here. Boom. So you want to shoot from angles. You don't want to sit here for your hooks because it's far easier for him to throw a straight blast than for you to hook from here. So that's why you want to boom, boom, right? Because now all you need to adjust before you put it in.
Sharpen it. Come around instead of like this really wide hook. Just come like almost like an overhand or a makatoon.
Yeah.
Like you're coming from like a higher angle, especially when they have a long guard. Like if their hand is already out there, like you see the angles there. Brian does it all the time. So you can like count, give them pattern, like boom, boom, boom. It's there. You can kind of follow it where they need to.
Good is a good one.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, got a nice slappy pull right off of that.
Oh yeah.
But always on curve punches, especially in Muay Thai, you always want to step on the outside. So you always want to take like a little step there, a little step here. So like this rear hook, you get it across there, or bring it across there. So you always want to kind of like step off the angle there.
Don't not see it power.
Because I'm always trying to throw like hooks to the body, and never there. Like I'm never.
Yeah.
I remember like a hook is a slow. It's a naturally a slower punch.